Cybersecurity is concerning cybersecurity. The person said, I am a victim of online marketing. I subscribed for an online class which was offered at $7 per month. I gave my card details, and upon deduction, $59 was deducted from my account. What can I do, please?
You mentioned that you subscribed, so I'm not sure. Sorry, can you repeat?
The person said they deducted $59, but they told him he was going to pay $7 per month, but $59 was deducted from his account.
Okay, so it really depends on which. First of all, I think that you should, if the merchant is not a credible merchant, I think you have to block your card. But no, I understand the question. So what the person is saying is that they subscribe for something that's supposed to be charged $7, but they were charged $59. So what I'm saying is that if the merchant is not a credible merchant, then you have to block your card and then ask for a refund. But if it's not a credible merchant, unfortunately you might have lost your money. But it will be good to ask for a refund and then possibly block your card.
All right. One of the dreams I had for this, is everybody here? Are we in one house? One of the dreams I had for this conference was this. Can I tell you the truth? I had a meeting with a Google representative about a year ago. And one of the things he said to me was, Oyo Southwest buys a lot of things online, but hardly sells things online. That's one of the things that informed this program. That was the first problem. So I said, okay, we're going to do an e-commerce summit to bring an awareness. But I also noticed, sir, that Jumia and Konga, you used to have pickups here in Ibadan, and then drop-offs. In other words, but now you don't have them anymore, right?
We don't have any Ibadan.
You don't have any Ibadan. So what we are saying is that if we group ourselves together, I'm going to ask Mr. Falayo to come up. If we can group ourselves together, we can leverage our collective and put pressure on Jumia and Konga to give us, and I will provide this venue for that pickup and drop-off. Let's start solving real problems. We'll put a container if we have to. But we cannot continue to leave us behind. You can't continue to leave us behind. So we're going to insist that collectively, there's no reason why we should carry our goods to Lagos. So if it is space, we will make space for it. But we will put pressure on Jumia and Konga and all these other people to create one here for us in Ibadan that we can drop off. I want Mr. Falayo to address that.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I am very happy that Pastor decided to put the gentleman on the spot. Now, please, let's know where we are coming from and where we are going. I live in the rural area, Ikpetu Ijesha. But I realized that people in Ikpetu Ijesha, they buy on Jumia, they buy on Konga. What do? They ship it to Lagos and wait for the day they travel to Lagos. Then they pick it up. Sir, e-commerce is happening all over Nigeria. And we will fail with this summit if we keep relegating the Southwest. So our demand, as Pastor has said clearly, is that we will organize ourselves. This will become a drop-off zone. And it will be organized, the people will be registered, they will be known. They will drop it off at new streams here, and once a day, it gets shipped to Lagos. So this will be a fulfillment center to Lagos, Southwest Fulfillment Center, so that merchants in Southwest can sell on Jumia, and we will tackle Konga too. That way, we will have achieved something with this summit, which is concrete. It doesn't sound well for our mentality. When you come to tell us that we are in Ibadan, we can only sell if we are in Lagos. It's like adding salt to injury. So on behalf of Jumia, everybody, we are sorry. All right? So we will organize ourselves, and myself and Pastor would sit with you to work out the details of the intricacies. But if there's anything we will take out of this summit, that's the fact that people in Oyo State can be able to start selling on the marketplace. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Wow. Okay, so I'm sure the management will work on that. Because you can see that we're excited. And Ibadan now, we've been able to say that this is a place where things truly can happen. Okay, so we're capable of doing something like that. So thank you everyone for the energy. Thank you, sir, for the suggestion. It's a very wonderful one. I'm sure all of us will benefit from it. Okay. All right, so this person said, sir, how good or bad is antivirus to our online data? How good or bad is antivirus to our online data? Okay,
I think what the person is asking is if antivirus is a good thing. Yes, it is, as long as you're using the right product. So antiviruses keep you, they keep you secure, and they help you detect malicious programs that you either installed mistakenly or unintentionally. And so antiviruses are good if you're using the right one. Yes, but you need to keep them updated all the time, because what happens is that antivirus makers, they update the virus files, the antivirus files from time to time. So you need to keep them updated so that you can be up to date.
Thank you very much. This question again goes to Jumia. What are the measures put in place to eliminate sellers selling in authentic products to buyers through online platforms?
All right.
What are the measures put in place to eliminate sellers selling inauthentic products to buyers through online platforms?
Okay, I was actually expecting that question because most people ask this particular question.
Okay.
Well, let me put it this way. Jumia is trying their best to do proper quality check, but also we also need you guys to help us. We need you guys to help us bring down sellers that are selling fake or counterfeit items. Now, there's a particular link. I'm not sure. I don't know if you guys are private to that link, where you can actually flag, because it is actually the end users that would give us the true genuinity of what the product. We can just let me just try. Let me paint how it's been done now. If you are a seller on Jumia, you want to be a seller on Jumia, you bring your product to us. We verify. We have a quality check department that verify those products, and then we certify you to be a seller. Now, when there is a request for that product, we now call on you to bring the product back to us, and then we deliver it to the customer, because you have already been certified as a seller that gives quality products. So there, in some cases, we may not check those products again. Peradventure, the particular product now goes to the end user, and the product is counterfeit. There is a link where you can fill, and then it goes into our database, and then we bring down that particular vendor. Is it that we bring the vendor down, or we charge that vendor, we charge the vendor, or there's a penalty for those vendors. So those are some of the measures that are putting in place to resolve that.
Thank you. Don't sit down yet. The next question is for you. So this person says that what happens to sellers on Jumia during promotional periods like Black Fridays? Who pays for the money discounted?
Okay, now, if we have an event like Black Friday, we have meetings with all vendors, and then vendors will be given the option to decide the discount they want to give for their product. So mainly, it is the vendors that give those discounts. In most cases, for example, you are a seller on Jumia and you are selling laptops. Before Black Friday, you sell it for 80,000 naira. Now, after during the Black Friday, after we've communicated with you, and you decide, okay, I'm going to take 5% off the selling price. Do you understand? So that will be the discount that we are going to display for the public.
Okay, thank you. Actually, this question is directed to Jumia and cybersecurity, but I'll skip to Jumia because we've answered that earlier, so there's no need to read that again. For cybersecurity, how much is the average cost training as a cybersecurity expert?
Okay. There are a few. I don't know exactly how much. It depends on what you're trying to get out of it, and is it as a company or as an individual. But I know there are a few training institutions like Digital Jewel in Lagos, where you can, I think you can check up their sites, but I don't know the amount specifically. But it also depends on what you're trying to get out of it. Are you trying to get training for yourself, or are you trying to get training for your business? So a quick look up on websites of companies like Digital Jewel, I'm sure you can find information on that.
All right, thank you very much. Someone asked a question, but I won't even address that to any of the speakers. You were asking about how you will get funds to be able to sell mobile phones and laptops. A speaker said it yesterday that you can go and partner with people that have those gadgets and all that, and also sign up with Jumia. When you get your order, pick it up from them and deliver. So I've answered that question. So
for the sake of coppers, people who don't have working capital, how do you make deals with people in Alaba, and how do you guarantee to them that do you pay them up front, or do you have an arrangement, or did you build trust with them? What kind of methodology would you suggest some of these young people who don't have working capital, which is what everybody complains about? How do they make a deal, that will be satisfactory to the person who's giving them the product? Now, I'm not talking about laptops now. It could be a woman making beads, or whatever. How would you advise them to go about it in such a way that they can make these deals? I know integrity is important, so I know that. But I'm saying, what would you advise them, and how did you build trust over these years to be able to bring you to a place where you can do that level of transaction and people still trust you? As a matter of fact, I'm sure they even come to you now to say, put our product online. Can you talk a little bit more about that? Yes, sure. Okay, thanks. After that, you can respond.
In business, integrity is key. Integrity is extremely important. I cannot overemphasize the importance of integrity. When I started out, honestly, I did not have money to buy laptops. I did not have money because, if I have to be very honest, the very first laptop I sold, I did not buy it with my own money. I did not even have the 65,000 naira that I used to buy that laptop. Now, my own case is peculiar. I'm not sure if this would apply for everybody, but I'll go ahead and explain a couple of things. How did this happen? My brother bought a laptop from somebody at Computer Village. He gave me his number. I called that person. For some reason, he just trusted that I would not default. I told him, I said, I'm a student at Obafemi Awolowo University. I repair computers. My brother bought a laptop from you. I don't know if you will permit me. I have customers always asking for laptops. They're always asking. I cannot afford to buy one. I don't know if you can trust me, but if you send a particular one to me, I will collect payment for it and I will take my profit and remit your own money to you. And for some reason, I don't know how, I'm still grateful for him till today, he believed me. But this is a very peculiar case. It is rare. It is rare because on average, in our society, I must admit to you that some people are not trustworthy and they have ruined the names of others. So when some people approach you for such, some people tell you a blatant no. It is not possible. So that option I wouldn't probably say is something anybody can access. I was just fortunate on that particular occasion because I grew a business relationship with that person that had extended till today, to the point where I even sell laptops to him now. I sell laptops to that man now. That man that trusted me about 8 years ago that I will not chop his money. So what I did when the demand increased, especially online, when I started selling on Konga, I raised money from friends and family. That is where you start from. If you don't have a turnover or a history of transactions, it's difficult getting financing from a bank or from wherever. If you've not been selling online for a long time, they will not offer you loans. I get emails from Jumia. There's a company partnering with Jumia called Invoice Paid. I get emails from them now telling me, we have money, come and access based on your credit history, based on transaction you are doing. We can give you money, 4% per month. I get all that email now, but those emails did not come in the beginning. So it's unlikely that somebody will just, you can just go to Alaba or somewhere and somebody will trust you. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it is unlikely. Everybody usually wants their cash up front. So what I did, I raised money starting out from friends and family. I started small. I never spent I spent just a tiny fraction of what was coming in. I constantly reinvested all the money I was making over and over and over and over again till I could have enough to be able to fulfill bigger orders. I started small. I am still small. I intend to grow very big. So that's what I did. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Please let's appreciate him.
Okay, let me just add this. Yeah, peradventure you're having issues with trust, but every other thing has worked fine. But it is trust that is the problem. There is this option on Jumia, which is pay on delivery. So that means once the request has been made, we would okay. There's two options: pay on delivery and then prepayment. Prepayment means the person will have paid for that item before the item is being delivered. So you can establish relationship with all of these vendors or anybody that you want to sell their products, establish a relationship with them, and then put the option to be prepayment. So that means before the item leaves the vendor, payment will have been made. All right.
The question is for you. Does Jumia have infrastructure for the shipping and delivering of building materials?
It depends. It depends. For example, now we sell cement. We sell Dangote cement. So it depends on the building material. For example, if it's iron, like this bar iron, we may not be able to do that. But you can list the product on our website, but the logistics part will be handled by the owner of the material.
Thank you. This is for cyber security. The person said, I once heard the phrase IT audit. I want a clarification of what it means. Is it about cyber security, like ensuring your system is hacker-proof? That's one. I'm going to read the second person so that you can answer the two. The second person said, if my account is hacked on Facebook or any of such, what can I do?
Okay, I'll start with the second one. If your account is hacked on Facebook or So typically, you would have like a second means of identification on some of these platforms. Say on Facebook, for example, you have you are signed up with your with a password, and you probably have a phone option that you also signed up with. So you can do a reset to your phone, to something that you have physically for your phone, for example, or email, and then reset your account. But if in the event that somebody has taken over your Facebook account, he has changed the email, maybe has been able to change the phone number for whatever reason, you'll need to. There's a process on Facebook which I'm not, I can't recall now, but you can kind of petition them or contact Facebook to take your account back. So yes, so but ideally for people that don't have the second option on social media platforms like Facebook already, it's best to go and include another form of identification, say your phone number, for example, so I can if you need to reset your account and the first means is the first means of identification has been compromised, then you can use the second one. Now for IT audit, it's just IT audit is just auditing really, but it's auditing your IT infrastructure. So you're just trying to their methodologies. You're just trying to take an audit of your IT infrastructure and identify maybe loopholes that you have in your systems and all. So it's kind of connected, but it's not the same thing.
Okay, thank you very much. This says, what are the procedures to follow in order to apply for an agricultural loan? So you can please see BOI, or also you can get in touch with Bank of Agriculture for agricultural loan. And the next question, thank you, sirs. I have an online business idea that would require building an app for. How do I go about it? I don't know anything about app other than downloading and using it. What are the steps I can take to actualize my idea?
Yes, I mean, building apps, apps are like softwares. So you need to learn, if you want to do it yourself, you need to learn a programming language to be able to build the software. So there are specific languages for building specific types of softwares. So say you want to build for iOS, for example, there's a language called Swift or Objective-C. You need to learn it. It's just a couple of instructions that you use to manipulate how a phone works. And if it's Android, for example, then you need to learn maybe Java or something. But that's not a very easy process. So for the person asking, you might want to maybe learn or find a technical partner that can help you build the software. Okay.
In addition to that, you might just get lucky because we have a milliscript that is giving